Welcome back, everyone. We're back again with Boston United on our journey to Premier League and onwards and upwards, getting out of the Championship. Since we last met, last episode we played against Blackburn and Southampton, where we bet them. We drew with Blackburn 0-0 draw, and we bet Southampton 2-1, which was a really unexpected result considering how high they are expected to finish in the table this season. Since then, we've been on a decent run. We haven't lost any games. We've actually done pretty well. We've only lost one game in the league so far. We've had a fair few draws. We had a 2-0 draw at Brentford. We went 2-1 ahead and they equalised in the last minute, which is kind of annoying. What can you do? It was at Brentford's, or away. So at Brentford. So I was kind of annoyed by that. But then we went to QPR, another team that were expected to be higher up the table this season, and we absolutely smashed them. McGrath got a hat-trick. He scored in the 16th, 45th, 46th minute, and then Gibbs 40 and 54th minute. They started to come back in the game a bit, but we still held out. It's amazing how we scored 5 goals from 6 shots on target. It's ridiculous. Like, they had 24 shots, and we absolutely battered them. I think it was just the quality of our strikers in the moment, rather than their players. Then we went against Wigan, another draw. We actually signed Tony. I can't remember if I told you guys, but we've signed Tony, and he's on a. We were somehow able to register him. I don't know how, but he's with us now. He's a rotational player. We've dropped Duff for him, unfortunately. So that's one thing. We might look to move Duff on. He's dropped onto a 2-star player. He's still valued at like 200 or 300k, so we might look to ship him on. And then we went up against Hull, and we had a 2-2 draw against them. Gibbs and Thomas both scored. Tomas, he scored absolute banger. He cut in from, it was very Robin-esque. He cut in from the right hand side, whipped it onto his left, and it just curled into top corner. It was beautiful, very Aryan Robin. But this Saini guy scored 2 against us. He's pretty decent. 3.5 million, and he's a rotational player. Oh my god. But like, we're playing against a lot of these top teams, and we're actually doing pretty well, which I'm really happy about. So we're back again today against Plymouth and Burnley. I imagine Burnley are going to absolutely smash this. Plymouth could be a tough one as well, considering they're third. They're actually playing out our skin at the moment, so I don't think they have any major energies. John Maguire, he's probably like a second choice player, but we'll be playing against Plymouth first today. See how it goes. Yes, first and third. It'll be a tough little game. Our strikers are in really good form. Our midfield is where it's kind of difficult. The midfield is kind of hit or miss at the moment. We have Ali Reynolds in. I suppose Thomas or O'Connor's doing okay. Ty's okay. Hardigan's kind of hit or miss at times. You know, it might change his up a bit. Maybe throw Hardigan as the attacking centre mid. Just drop Ty, see how that goes. And then we have McGrath and Gibbs both starting, because they're both on, I think they're both on about 7 or 8 goals. Gibbs on 7, McGrath's on, or Gibbs on 9, McGrath's on 7. And McGrath has 6 assists, which is beyond ridiculous. He's contributed to 13 goals this season. Same with Gibbs, actually. They're both contributing fairly similarly. Absolutely tearing it up in the league. But yeah, we'll just get into it. And apologies on my recording schedule. I have been kind of up in the air a bit. Had a lot of stuff going on and changing a few things around. It's kind of affected YouTube aspects and stuff. Also, I'm recording this on my what do you call it? The NVIDIA capture card system. I was going to do off my XSplit, which is what I usually use for this, but I just realized that my license has expired and it would have overlaid a watermark, which I didn't really want to do. So if this comes out a little bit more kind of grainy than usual, that's probably why. I'm going to look to get one of the lifetime packages. It's like €200, $200, but like the price wise over like a 3-year contract or a 1-year contract, it's almost the same, and it's like 55% off, so I'll probably get that next week. I have a few things to get next week, actually. That'll be one thing. Or might get it for myself for my birthday. My birthday's next month, so might do that. We'll look into it anyways. And bloody Tomas is tired again. I don't know what it is. We rested him. 80%. He should be fresh for the next game. We'll have about a 2-week break between this one and Burnley, so we'll be able to work on anything that needs to be sorted out. But so far so good. It's been fairly stable. It's not too maddening. We haven't had any shots yet, so that's kind of a worrisome note. And they're starting to push up a bit, so we're gonna go a bit more balanced. So we're not going to look to play it as much at our feet and everything. So if we can work something here, that'd be great. I can see a Plymouth goal coming. Please don't. Oh, trying to chip our keeper. No, you don't. Actually, we'll hop on the counter. They're pressing us pretty hard, and we are going to drop the strikers back a little bit, and we'll focus both on both flanks, I think, just so that we'll be able to hit both sides really quickly, and the strikers will be in a slightly lower position, so hit them with pace, because Gibbs and McGrath are just have pace for days, getting in behind the centre forwards. And also, if we'll be able, we've been naturally kind of drifting over to the right normally, so if we kind of centre ourselves, and might off balance their team a bit, which would be great. We're gonna give them a shout. Maybe not so much because we only have like a minute left, but get creative. See if that does anything. No, probably not. I'd say like 45 minutes, 55 seconds, so 5 seconds of get it together or whatever and do something, but no. We're not doing too badly. Once again, we're not expected to win here. A draw would be great. Like we're taking points off the big teams, which you can't scoff at all. Especially coming up. I felt like our midfield had improved a fair bit. I think we just need we might need like an attacking midfielder or something. Someone to kind of unlock a defense. I thought Ty was that guy last season, but maybe he's just not suited to do it this year. It might just be the quality leagues, or maybe we're just not at the races, or since we're drawing so many, we're not actually going through all the gears and having, I don't know. Players have been very mobile and stuff, but it's a bit, I don't know, I'm a bit confused at times with it. We'll probably throw on Tony in a few minutes for McGrath. They're doing good, but it's just, demand more. Okay, Thompson's having a good game. Usually he has the quiet game, so that's a bit interesting. If the rest of the team is doing really well, he's usually on like a 6.5, but he sometimes gets an assist. Oh, Thompson, that was a bad header. Oh, another bad header. Okay, do we have a chance here to break away? Oh, what a ball. Oh my god. Such a good chance. Fuck. We might get Gibbs off, actually. Get Tony on. He offers a little bit something different. He's not as, I'd say like attack-minded, but he definitely has a bit more link of play, which would be good considering he's the pressing forward and you want McGrath to be the final, get the final ball and kill off the game. We're also going to throw on, I think we'll throw on Ty for Virtue. He's not having a stellar game. And we'll leave Hardigan as is. We'll probably have to take off Thomas in a few minutes as well. Probably throw on Reed. He's actually taken Kyle John's spot, unfortunately, but he's only like 18 and he's developing so well that I have to give him some game time. Otherwise he'll just begin to stagnate. Ooh, do we have a chance? Oh, I took a deflection. Oh, please do not concede. Oh, I thought that was going in for a second. He's looking knackered. We'll get him off now. Francis Reed for Tomas. And Reynolds is actually looking a bit tired as well. He's doing okay, 6.7, so I don't want to worry about him too much. But fullback is an area we don't want to really kind of screw around with. We have a lot of CDMs, so I'm not too worried if Reynolds picked up a knock. We have a lot of players who can... Shit! Oh, he's offside. Thank God. Come on, just keep a draw here. Keep a draw. Shane Ovenden. It's an interesting name. We have a few minutes left. We're just going to go for it. They're probably going to start going for it as well, but we should try. And team instructions, we will shoot on sight and push the strikers a little more forward again. Just see if we can hit him hard or something, catch him. Oh, like here. Could have a chance. Just wide. Let's go kick. Jesus, that was a terrible header by Pask. I thought there might have been deflection there, but Jesus. Okay, so that wasn't what we wanted. Virtue didn't have a great game. He's been kind of hit or miss lately. Maybe we should give him a drop. But again, another draw against a team that's predicted to like be in the top five or six is not bad. Like I'm like we're kind of beelining for where I want us to be, because I think we're still seventh. So 7 in a row we haven't lost, which is really impressive. And like I know we're seventh still. 4 wins, 7 draws, 1 loss. A goal difference of 7. I think we are pretty good. Yes, goals scored. We're second with 23, so we are scoring goals. We've conceded a fair few, but I'm not too pushed about that. Only thing I'm going to see a problem with is we're probably going to have to sell some players in January. We're going to have to look to offload someone. I'm thinking maybe, is it Gadin that we have? Madine. Probably look to offload Madine, maybe Hardy, possibly Duff. We just need to free up some wage structure, and maybe Lee. I really like him as a player, and he's done great for us. I know at the start I was a bit annoyed with him, but he's actually kind of developed into a real good quality player. Oh, that's a shame. I screw around with the wages too much. So rest the players for a couple of days. Give him. I'll take him off. I'll give them 2 days, and I'll give Tomas maybe. I'll give him 2 days, and then Tomas will get. Oh. There we go. We'll give him maybe like 3 days. He looks tired. Alright, so I'll bring us back for the Burnley game. See you guys in a few. Welcome back, everyone. We're back again. Up against Burnley today. I'm keeping the squad relatively the same, except we dropped Tomas. He's still tired. He went on international duty and he's still tired, even though we've rested him for another couple of days. But I don't know. And we've also dropped Carr for Haygarth. He's gone back into the squad. Whenever he's played, he's done pretty well, so we're going to keep him in it. Keeping everything really much the same. Virtue's dropped into ball-winning midfielder, and CDM just threw Reynolds on the bench. He was okay last game, but not overtly amazing. And since Tomas is dropped, we've brought Kyle John in. Just give him some game time. I'm also looking to retrain him to play in a central role as well. I just want a bit more versatility out of him. I think he's pretty well rounded. He's got a good grit and bite. Jeez, I didn't realize he's played 109 games for us. But he'll probably play today. He's probably my favorite player of this whole series, and even though he's so low down, but yeah, he's probably play today. We'll probably play him as a Mazzala because that's where I'm training him. So in case we need to, we'll have another player who can play there. Even though that's kind of like a wide winger or a narrow winger even. But yeah, sure, we'll get into it. Against Burnley, their squad is bloody stacked. It's ridiculous. I'm expecting us to lose, so if this turns into another Southampton job, I don't know. They have Mitrovic. He's like 20 million. He's a bit older now, but last season he was like 20 million. James Ward-Prowse, all these guys. Watmo. Oh, I remember him. I used to have really long hair, and I think it was it FM19 or 18? Jeez, he's 17 million. God. He never lived up to his potential for me. Oh, and they have Rico Henry. He was a bit of a baller for FM17 as well. They patched him after a while and he became kind of crap again. Isaac Success. But they're all quite quality midfielders. Going to be looking at likes of Edge and Hardigan and stuff, and Virtue to have that experience in the team to pull it all together. Because I keep forgetting this is quite a young squad. Like Thompson's under, I think Thompson's only 20. He's 23, and he's quite experienced. Like Gibbs is 20. I think McGrath's 22. Hardigan's 23. Duff or O'Connor, I say Duff. O'Connor's 24. Hardigan or Hagart's 21. Virtues, I think he's 25. 26. Okay, he's the old dog. Pask, I think, is 25. Likage is 34. And Huddart is 27, I think. 26. But yeah, it's a really young squad, and the players we have coming in, like Likage, he's not our usual player. We have an 18-year-old there, so it's crazy how young this squad is. But yes, we'll send him in. So we're actually, I keep forgetting how, I keep expecting this team to kind of degrade, but I forget how they're so young, so they're still kind of have that natural incline. Even when we get promoted, they kind of plateau. It looks like I'm going down, but they kind of plateau again, and then once we kind of kick on, they start to go up again. So they're never kind of hitting their peak in that league and then collapsing down. So they're kind of like hitting it, plateauing, and they're going up again, which is great. So I'm very happy about that. Faith in you, bloody blah. But we'll see how they go. Mitrovic with his classic 45 number. Jaha Bankish. Oh, he's the lad from Brighton. Ooh, do we have a chance? Ooh, so close to link-up play between McGrath and Gibbs there. Oh my god. McGrath is such a link-up striker. It's great to have, especially when you have Gibbs, who's very selfish. He's not a great passer of the ball, that's probably why. And like it with yellow. Lovely. Also, Burnley lost in the last game, so there's a chance that we could pile on the pressure on them a bit because they're not in amazing form. Oh, did they still have Jeff Hendrick? Just saw his name there. 31. Oh, not bad. And Calvert-Lewin. Squad is bloody stacked. It's for the championship. It's a stacked squad. It is like a. I know they just got relegated and everything, so it's a very much Premier League or Premier League bottom half / top half championship squad. So very good all the same. Oh, and Virtue got picked up a yellow card, and so did Thompson. So everyone's picking up fouls. Oh, do we have a chance here? Go on, McGrath. Slotted past the bloody keeper. What is with us playing so well against the big teams? Oh. And Hardigan with a ping of all pings. Like, he's definitely just after his, he toe poked it past the keeper. Oh, McGrath, you are on fire this season. Absolute bargain. Anyone doing a lower league save, pick him up. Oh my god, he's so good. He's so bloody good. Bloody Pask. O'Connor, he's like, I'm just looking at it and thinking about all the signings we made in the summer. All of them were free. I know we signed Reynolds and Hardy. We pre-signed Reynolds and Hardigan, and Reynolds cost us 45k or whatever it was. Oh, don't concede. It's close. Yeah, so there was a bit of cash there, but that's pretty much it. We spent that back then, so all that money was deducted from us. We're going to look to have to sell off a few players. I think I was mentioning that before. I've already selected the players that I'm probably going to be looking to offloading. Like Xavier Lee and stuff. Some of the players who are a little bit older who aren't featuring, and we need to get them off the wage bill, because at the moment I think we're negative 40 grand, and we need to. I think we can. We're still under the wage cap, so we're not going to be too bad. Hopefully this does. Oh, okay, I was going to say hopefully that doesn't lead to a goal. Just thinking, should we go counter or cautious, whatever it's called in this? But we're tearing them. Oh, we're tearing them apart. Very close to the keeper there, so I think if he had another yard or two, he would have squared it across, and Gibbs would have buried it. He probably had a chance to square it there, but damn, we're doing so well. And the only really chances, they're not really getting chances from in the game, they're getting them from set plays and stuff and set pieces. So I'm not too worried, unless they have Mitrovic decides just to turn up and do his usual and wreck shop. Very well. Doing very, very well. Oh, I thought Jeff Hendrick would have been this. I thought Brass was the CDM. Maybe they swapped him around. I can't remember. Everyone's doing pretty good. Haygarth, I don't know. I think Haygarth might be the linchpin for this because you want a good passer out there, and like I love Virtue, but he does the simple things well, and his passing's not overtly amazing. Like Haygarth has like a 15 in passing, so you want that kind of just pass to him and he'll ping it to the next guy, and then there'll be that final ball. So he's kind of link up before the final ball essentially. But he just adds the extra bit of dimension out wide for us. Well, we'll talk about. I think it was Likic making that save there. Just win it back, please, lads. Win it back. This is stressful, to say the least. Just the money of the cards. I think we'll get Gibbs off. We'll throw on Tony now, just for something different. And we'll leave Likic out there just for that experience head. I think we'll throw in John for the last 10 minutes or so, so in like 80 minutes. Like, he's not having a stellar game, but he's on yellow, so that's going to lower his overall just a bit. We'll make that change now. I think we'll get John on, and we'll make any other changes. I think we'll get Ty on for Haygarth. Just for a bit of shithousery, and big lad, he'll throw himself about, which is great against this Burnley side, which is very physical. So, and they've gone 2 up top. Shh, he's very close. If that's the case, we might go defensive. We're going to hold out because they're going to start going all out against us now. They thrown 2 strikers, so and they're going to go for 4-4-2. So I'll sit back a bit, just kind of hit him on the break. But I think the 2 striker formation is really, really something special this season. This year, I know like 3 is always kind of broken, but if you do 3 wrong with your CDMs, or not CDMs, your midfielders, it can go a bit awry. But haven't had any issues with 2 so far. As long as your midfield is able to cope with the opposition's midfield and backlines and strikers and stuff. But once again, they're bloody stellar. And then Josh Pask, and he was released from Millwall, and he was never played, and like he's so goddamn good. Like, he's taking Conroy out of the team, and Conroy is pretty damn good. Jeez, he was released from West Ham. Not bad, not bad. Impressive, lads, impressive. Like, I don't know what it is. Another draw and a win. I'm not going to complain or anything, but Jesus. I wonder if a lot of our draws are away from home. That could be a thing, and we're winning at home. I think we only lost against Aston Villa, and even then it was kind of dodgy. Like, I think it was just a penalty in the end that took the result away from us. Because I decided I want to go for the win. Oh shit, I forgot, like, it's just set for next year. Pask, well done. 8 games in a row. I'm gonna have a look at this and our previous fixtures. Away, away, home, away, away. Oh, we lost to Aston Villa away. Okay, we lost to Newcastle. Their Premier League squad, but the squad they had, was ridiculous. The fact that we scored and we were in the lead for 70 minutes, like, it kind of says a lot. But then Newcastle kind of, after 70 minutes, our players started to tire. They came back into it and kind of just punished us. I'm not too upset about that, but like, our home form is not too bad. I don't know, it's kind of weird. But again, Jesus, we're doing good. We're almost in November, so I'm kind of hesitant to not play a couple of games there. Maybe Fulham, Millwall. Another 2 tough couple games, just so we can see where we're at, because the way the squad is set up, I can't see us getting beaten. Like, unless it's something like the Aston Villa game where it comes down to getting hit early on and then us coming back into it. Like, we were leading before they got their second, and then we were starting to go for it. And like, if you look at the game, we were unlucky to lose it, like, stats wise. So like, even when we're playing, even if we lose, we still play good. I think it's the same for the Newcastle game. No, we were right late to lose that game. But yeah, I don't know. Like we haven't been bad. Getting a lot of draws, but we took points off first place. Brennan, I'm surprised we dropped down to 8th. Okay, we're on. Oh, they just have. Do they have more goals than us? Oh, they have more wins. Okay, that's why. Or maybe goals scored. I can't remember. Yeah, but still, we're still scoring a lot of goals. So 23rd, goals conceded in 9th. We're up there. We get a lot of yellow cards. 25 in 13 games is a lot, but can't complain too much. We're doing pretty decently. But yeah, sure, we'll end it there. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.